Hi there, I'm Louis Osbourne. I'm the coffee master at Starbucks Stratford-upon-Avon. Today I'll be walking you through how to make a cafetière of coffee. We're going to be using Kenyan today, which is our origin coffee of the month. We always make sure that we've got two different types of coffee on the go at Starbucks, just to give the customers a bit more choice. So, coffee grows on bushes and it looks a little bit like a grape, the fruit does, and inside there's a cherry of the coffee bean. We've got a cup of them here. You would harvest all of the fruit, and then there's different processes to extract the bean. If it's washed, you would just kind of hose all the fruit away, or sometimes you would leave the fruit out in the sun for a few days just for the fruit to go that way. Once you've harvested all of the coffee cherries, you would then cook them, and the time you cook them for affects the taste of it. We would have light, which is only cooked a little bit and is a kind of softer, sweeter taste. Or if you go for dark, where it's cooked a lot longer, that will give a much more burnt, flavourful taste to it, and it's a bit more bitter. This is just a medium one today. Once you've got the coffee beans, you would need to grind them, either fine or coarse. Today we've gone for quite coarse coffee for the cafetière. The other scale being Turkish, which is the finest coffee we do, and you would tend to have that just mixed straight with water. It's a very strong taste. Once you've got your coffee, take the cafetière. Typically we'll put a bit of hot water in first, just to warm it up. And that's good to go. Now you'd want to leave this for about 3 or 4 minutes to brew properly. Thankfully I've got one I made earlier. Here we go. Once the time's up, simply push that down. And the coffee is ready to pour and drink. And we've now got a cup of Kenyan cafetière coffee. Now, the taste of the coffee comes in 4 different stages. You've got the aroma, the body, the taste itself, and the acidity of the coffee. So, first of all, get the smell of it, the aroma, cup your hand. So that's quite a sweet and fruity coffee that we've got. We tend to use Skittles as a palate cleanser, so we would use that in between different coffees just to allow you to get the taste, but also it helps you demonstrate how strongly smell is linked to taste. If you pinch your nose, for example, and then eat. You can't taste it. Cool. So once you've got the smell of it, that will help you get the taste. Then it's time to drink. You would typically, although it sounds weird, try to slurp the coffee just to get the coffee all over your mouth. Now the body of the coffee is kind of the texture of it. Does it taste like syrupy, or is it quite light and smooth? This is quite a nice smooth one. The acidity, although that sounds a very strong word, it's not to do with how acidic it is necessarily. It's kind of the difference between still and sparkling water. It's kind of the taste on your tongue, how much it dances around. And this is quite an acidic one, but that's not to say that it tastes bitter. And then you move on to the taste itself, the kind of undercurrents to it. This one is quite a zesty, citrusy one, with hints of grapefruit. And again, that's not to say that it tastes of grapefruit, so much as that there's a slight texture to it. And this coffee we would typically pair with a food item that enhances the taste. We've gone for a Starbucks blueberry muffin today, hoping that the blueberries will bring out the fruity taste of the coffee. Yeah, if you drink the coffee through the food, it actually really brings out that berry element to it. And again, it's not an overwhelming taste, it's just kind of a soft addition to it, a very subtle flavour. So that's Kenyan Cafetière coffee for you. Why not try that at home today?